Everybody, welcome back to my channel. So today I thought that I would show you guys my favorite plants for the month of September. I was walking around my house today looking at all my plants, and I was like, this one's doing really good and this one's doing really good. So I thought I would just show you guys what plants I think that are doing good for the month of September. So I'll start at the bottom. So the number 10 plant that I am loving this month, or actually last month because it's already October, is my golden pothos. So I have multiple golden pothos, but this one my kids got me for Mother's Day, and it was in a small, I think it was like a 4-inch pot, and it's doing so well. I repotted it in this pot, and it's growing new leaves every day. It has some new little ones here, and it's just new little leaves every day. I have this cute little pick in it, and I just really love this plant, and it sits over on my bench in my living room, and I just really love this plant. So that's my number 10 plant on my top 10 plants of September. So my next plant is my purple waffle plant. Okay, so if you watch one of my hauls that I did, I picked up this plant at my grocery store, and I didn't know what it was, and I didn't know how to take care of it, but I figured it out. When it needs water, it does droop, and I just gave it water today. It does get some crispy leaves sometimes, but I'm still learning this plant, so it is getting some new little leaves. It has little leaves here and some growth here. I don't know if you guys can see that. But it's doing very well, and I love this plant. I didn't think I would like it at first when I first got it, but it was $3.99, and so I picked it up. But I'm loving this plant. So that's number 9 on my top 10 favorites of September. All right, and I have my little list here. So my next one is my cylindrical snake plant. So this plant, I mean, it's cool, and I do like it. It doesn't give me any problems, so that's a bonus. But you guys, I was so excited to see that it's growing a new stalk, would you call it? And then also it has this in it. I don't know if that is a stalk or what that is, but it's kind of flimsy. This one's more flimsy, like a kind of like a snake, regular snake plant. But this one is cylindrical, and it's, you know, tough. So this plant, pretty cool. The first little stalk that it's growing for me, and it's growing pretty quick also. This growth is probably a week and a half, maybe 2 weeks. So yeah, I'm really liking that one. Okay. Now my next plant, this plant never gives me any problems. Since I've got it, I mean, it's just growing and growing and growing. This plant is my ZZ plant. So when I first got this plant, it was this tall, as tall as these ones here. It sprouted a new shoot, and it just took off. And so this is one that it just grew. You can see the leaves are a little lighter than the original plant that I got, and it's a really good grower. It doesn't give me any problems. I water it probably every other week, and it just grows really good for me. So this is a really good grower. I really enjoy this plant, and it is number 7 on my top 10 list. All right, so the number 6 plant would be this plant here. So I got this from IKEA. Focus. Okay, so I got this from IKEA, and it is my African mask plant. At first, I was kind of annoyed with this plant. It kept getting these brown spots on the leaves, but that was my fault because I had it too close to the sun. I had it over in my kitchen. I have a table that I do some propagations and some plants that aren't doing so well. I stick them over there because they get a lot of sunlight. So I stuck this plant over there, and it did get some burns on the leaves. So that was totally my fault. But this past couple of weeks, it grew a new leaf. So this plant just grew this new leaf. It is beautiful. So it's this beautiful lighter green. And it was really cool to watch it grow. You know, it's kind of like any leaf, you know, it grows and then it slowly unfurls. And I don't know, I just love this plant. I think it's awesome. And I'm glad that it grew a new leaf, and I hope it grows more. So this is number 6 on my top 10 favorite plants of September. All right, so the next one is, okay, so this one I got online. It was delivered to me, and I wasn't sure how to take care of it, and I'm still not really sure, but it is doing pretty good. So this one is my string of hearts. So I just put it in this soil with, it's cactus soil. I add a little bit of perlite, and I just been misting it every other day, just kind of wetting the soil. It has grown new little leaves for me on this side and on this side. So those are new. And so yeah, I think it's doing pretty good. I'm hoping that it grows a lot more. If you guys have any tips on how to grow the string of hearts, please leave it down below. I'm trying to get this to grow a lot more. I know that it's coming into the colder season, but I really want to take good care of this plant because I wanted it for a very long time. It was on my wish list. I finally got it, and so I want to take very good care of it. So if you guys have any tips on how to grow this down below, please let me know. Okay, so that one was number 5 on my top 10. So my number 4. So this plant, when I first got it, I thought it was the most gorgeous plant. So I had to put it in the most gorgeous pot. So I repotted it, and it wasn't doing so well. So I took really good care of it. I kept it in the sun. I watched how much I watered it, and now it is doing so amazing. It is my watch chain plant. I absolutely love this plant. It has grown so much. When I first got it, it was you know, it was small. It was probably in a 2-inch pot. And I don't know, I just love it. It's just so beautiful. It doesn't give me any problems now. It loves the sun. It grows and it grows and it grows. And I'm just so happy with this plant. I actually saw some at Lowe's. Stay tuned for that because I did a shop with me at Lowe's, and I will be putting that up soon. So I did see some at Lowe's, and I didn't grab it. I think I'm going to go back and get it because I really love this plant. So that is my number 4 on my top 10 favorites for September. All right, getting down to the top 3. So my number 3 plant is going to be my string of bananas. So when I first got this plant, it was pretty small. I just thought it was really cool. I wasn't really sure what it was. It was probably one of the first couple of plants that I ever got, and it has grown a lot. It doesn't give me any problems. Once in a while, it does have some dry parts on the top, but for the most part, it grows very well. It's trailing very well, and I don't know, I really love this plant. There isn't much to say about it other than it's beautiful and I love it. And it's number 3 on my top 10 favorites for September. And I do keep a close eye on that one. I keep it in the sun in my south-facing window, and it loves it there. It just grows and grows and grows. So I definitely love that plant. Okay, so number 2 on my top 10 favorites is definitely going to be, it was a really close between number 1 and number 2, but my number 1, you'll see why it's number 1. This is my number 2, and I love this plant. And it is my Monstera. So this plant does so well for me. I don't know, it's always growing new leaves. It doesn't, I would say maybe once or twice it's had yellow leaves, which is totally fine, totally normal. It has a lot of aerial roots, and right now, as you can see, if you can see, it has that new leaf growing right there, and that one right there. So it does have 2 new leaves that are about to unfurl. This plant just grows, it's just beautiful. I love this plant. And most of the time it's my number 1 favorite, but one other plant has just outdone itself for the month of September. So this plant is number 2, but I love this plant. I just love it. What else can I say about it? All right, so number 1 plant. This plant gave me so many problems when I first got it. I got it at Lowe's. I saw it hanging and I was like, that plant looks really interesting. It's really pretty. It was very full. I loved it and I had to have it. So I put it up on my bookcase over here in my plant room, and there's only west light. So the light would come in. There's a patio over the window, so like a covered patio over the window, the front porch. And so my plants do get good light in here, but they don't get a lot of sunlight. So I thought this plant would do okay, but it started dropping all kinds of leaves. So I would say every day I come home from work and I'm like, why is this plant dropping so many leaves? Well, it started looking really bare, and I was like, oh my gosh, I cannot have this plant die on me. It's so pretty. I love it. I do not want it to die. So I put it over south-facing window in my kitchen where I put all my plants that aren't doing so well. So my hospital area over there for the plants. And it started growing, and it was getting it's so long and it's so pretty. It's not as full as when I first got it, and I did have to pull it back away from the window a little bit because it was getting some burned spots on the leaves. The leaves started turning like a brownish beige color. Just a few of the leaves. So I would just pull them off, and I pulled the plant away from the window a little bit, maybe a foot away from the window. And you guys, this plant, I'm telling you, I couldn't be more happy with this thing. So this is my goldfish plant. And I haven't repotted it yet because first of all, I haven't found the right pot for it. I just have it in the Lowe's plant, the pot that I got on my last Lowe's haul. It's okay. It looks okay in this. I was kind of wanting more of a maroon colored plant, like the underside of these leaves, how they are this, you know, pretty maroon color. So I was kind of wanting that color plant. And I also do not want to repot it right now. And the reason that this plant is my #1 right now is it is growing some blooms. And you guys, look how cute that is. It is a total goldfish. So cute. Can you see it? You have to see it. That is so cute. So that is why this plant is my #1 favorite for the month of September. It does have some more, let me see. Here, I'll show you what I'm talking about of the brown spots, like these here. So, because it was too close to the sun, I'll have to pull those off. But it is growing more. It's going to get some more blooms. I don't know if you can see. I don't want to drop the plant, but it, so right here, there you go. So it's getting more blooms. If you can see that little orange bloom that's coming out. So yeah, you guys, that is so cool. Give this video a thumbs up if you think it is so cool that this plant is actually growing a bloom, a goldfish for me. I just love it. So yeah, those are my top 10 favorite plants for the month of September. If you guys like the top 10 favorites, give it a thumbs up. I will keep this series going if you guys like these kind of videos. I do, like I said, I do have a Lowe's haul that I just did. Me and my husband went today and looked around, and so I'll show you guys that video and what I got, so stay tuned for that. And I just want to thank everybody that subscribed to my channel. I truly appreciate it more than you guys will ever know. I have a passion for plants, and I love watching plant videos, and I was like, why not share what I love on YouTube for everybody? Because it's just the plant community is awesome, and I thank you guys for all your comments and for all your help, and I just really appreciate it. So give this video a thumbs up if you want to see my top 10 for October, and I will definitely keep you guys updated on my goldfish plant because I just love this plant. It is just so cool. But so thank you guys for watching. I really appreciate it. And until next time, bye.